Look at this picture. This is the difference between cricket stadiums in India and Australia. The Indian cricket stadiums look abysmal, from its maintenance to seats to infrastructure. Everything about them looks aesthetically poor. When compared to Australia's grounds, these grounds look like from another planet. The grounds there are so visually appealing. The fan experiences in India versus other countries has lot of difference. BCCI earned close to $1 billion in financial year 2022 and 2023 according to their annual report, when compared to Board Australia, which earned 1/4 of what BCCI has earned that year, and it is able to maintain good technology, infrastructure, give great fan experiences, and make aesthetically pleasing grounds and far superior broadcasting technology. Why is that the BCCI and the state boards are not able to replicate that kind of experience, even though they are the richest cricket board in the world? What are the factors affecting this? And whose fault is it? And how can we improve our cricket fan experiences? Let's find out. First, let's find out the roles and responsibilities of BCCI in Indian cricket. Number 1. Governance of cricket in India. It oversees the operations of Indian cricket in all formats, that is men's, women's and juniors. Number 2. Scheduling and hosting of matches. It takes care of all hosting, venue deciding and scheduling of matches. Number 3. Team selection and management. Number 4. Securing broadcasting rights, sponsorships and advertisements for Indian cricket. So these are broadly the 4 things that BCCI does. Now let's see what BCCI is not responsible for. BCCI is not responsible for stadium ownership and maintenance. The responsibility for building, owning and maintaining cricket stadiums lies with state associations. For example, Mumbai Wankhede has Mumbai Cricket Association. Tamil Nadu's Chepauk Stadium is maintained by Tamil Nadu Cricket Association, and so on. These state level associations are responsible for local cricket tournaments and club level matches. These are managed by state associations and not BCCI. So in short, BCCI is not responsible on paper to maintain cricket stadiums in India. Now let's see how much BCCI made in financial year 22 and 23. This is their annual report that they have published in their website. If you take a closer look, the BCCI has made upwards of 6,500 crores, which is equivalent to 800 million US dollars, out of which 2,800 crores have been spent on expenses such as tours, giving funds to state associations, etc. So more than 3,700 crores is the surplus amount that they had in the last financial year. So this amounts to 447 million USD. So this is the surplus amount BCCI has almost every year. The surplus amount BCCI makes is not even the revenue of other cricket boards all combined. Cricket Australia made 426 million Australian dollars in the same period, which is equivalent to 270 million USD. This amount is literally half the amount that BCCI saves as surplus every year. And last year, Cricket Australia incurred a loss of 16 million Australian dollars. And in spite of that, their grounds look like this. So let's look at some of the reasons why our grounds look so bad. Number 1, corruption at state board level. So in FY 2023, BCCI President Roger Binney said that the surplus funds that BCCI made will be allotted to state cricket associations for infrastructure development. But I don't have any proofs whether the surplus amount has reached the cricket state associations. But take a look at this. Former Indian cricketer Kirti Azad accused Delhi and District Cricket Association that only 7 crores out of 140 crores that has been released to DDCA has been used on cricket and infrastructure development, and rest all might have been used for the board's personal expenses, or they are just sitting idle. This is not only with Delhi Cricket Association. Cases were filed against Mohammad Azharuddin for alleged corruption in Hyderabad Cricket Association 2023. There are many more reports and cases against other cricket boards as well. So it is clearly evident that at some level there is corruption going on in state level cricket boards. When we compare this with Cricket Australia is the main board and there are separate boards for each ground. So each cricket ground in Australia is run by trusts. And with Australian cricket grounds, even private companies are involved who spend a bomb on maintaining the infrastructure of the ground. And these grounds are also used for other sports such as rugby, football, etc. Because of this involvement of private companies and trusts, their infrastructure is so good and they focus more on fan experiences. Number 2, we are not focused on fan experience. India as a society is not experience based. We are a price sensitive society. We can clearly give up premium experiences if we get some discount on the ticket prices. Hence, most of the cricket stadiums do not care about creating a great experience when a fan visits the stadium. And even fans don't care as much compared to watching their favorite player playing in the ground. Number 3 is water scarcity. Most of India's groundwater is depleted, especially in summers. There is lot of water scarcity everywhere, especially in places like Mumbai, Chennai, Bangalore, the metropolitan places where groundwater is overutilized. And to maintain cricket grounds, a lot of water is required, and for the maintenance of grass. And during the IPL seasons in summer, some section of people complain that the scarce water is being used on cricket matches rather than keeping the water for needy. Hence, sometimes because of this water scarcity, the grass dries out and only watered a few days before to get ready for a match. So this is one of the problem that Indian cricket stadiums are facing. And number 4 is poor air quality. Most of India, especially the northern parts of India, has very bad air quality. This is Firozshah Kotla in Delhi, which is fully covered in smog. When you capture and telecast Indian cricket stadiums on a camera, then it will not be visually pleasing because of all the particles that are suspended in air. That's why you must have observed a difference in TV when a match is happening in India versus in Australia. Finally, the technology adoption. If you watch the ongoing Border Gavaskar Trophy that is happening in Australia in 2024, Fox Cricket is telecasting this series in Australia, and literally they are working with 21 cameras covering the player in different angles. This extensive coverage increases the fan experience when they are watching on TV, and this will also make third umpire's job easier as well. Even their rain soaking technology is quite advanced when compared to India's typical rain mats. Most of the technological reinventions happen in Australia, and then the Indian cricket adopts it much later. With BCCI's surplus money every year, they can have a good R&D department whose job should be only to find new technologies that can help the game. So finally, how can the condition of Indian cricket stadiums be improved? Firstly, the accountability between state cricket boards and BCCI should be increased. Stringent actions should be taken by BCCI or the government on corrupt practices, and people who will keep and withhold the standards of the game should be elected in the boards thereafter. So after that, I personally think public-private partnerships should be started between the private companies and state cricket boards for maintaining the cricket stadiums in India, because PPP model has brought results in India. For example, when you see multiplexes, the infrastructure of movie theaters has improved after big giants like PVR and Asian started acquiring the old theaters and making it new, thus improving the overall theatre experience for a viewer. That really changed the experience of movie watching in India. And it is the same way with highways and airport. Wherever there is a public-private partnership, there is a clear difference in the experience and infrastructure of the asset. Hence, I really think cricket stadiums should be run in public-private partnership for the infrastructure to be improved. Since there are a lot of state level cricket associations, BCCI can just run a trial on a state board and see the difference. I'm pretty sure there will be a difference when we extrapolate public-private partnership to cricket. So as an Indian cricket fan, I hope I see some changes in the infrastructure and overall fan experience of cricket in India in coming years. With that said, that's it from my side today. I will see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.